Hey everybody, welcome back to Ghost Trick Phantom Detective, and we're moving on with Chapter 7. Just can't get the images I saw at the police headquarters out of my head. The person who shot me tonight is the last person in the world I want to believe did it. Now I'm here at the police. At the place she and I agreed to meet, the restaurant the police were staking out as Point X. But when I got here, I found the place in ruins. Whoa, what in the world happened here? Oh, the heavens, what do I do? If I had known something like this would happen, I would have paid the poor child more. I could have cooked more chicken for her. I could have sung to her as much as she liked until she had her fill. Actually, about the singing, she did tell me she'd had her fill a time or two. The chef seems to be in quite a panic. Anyway, at least it doesn't look like the waitress is dead. According to that police radio conversation I heard, Lynn should be here, but I don't see her anywhere. Seems like bad luck has it in for that redhead. So I was half expecting to see her in trouble again. I spotted the corpse of the van driver. She's under the chicken. Look at me, I'm dead! What took you so long? Well, that's one way to greet a guy. What happened here? Hey, how should I know? I'm the victim. Is it just my imagination, or is she getting more and more brazen every time she dies? Well, that's because I'm a detective. Have to be tough, you know? Well, and how did it go? Did you check out tomorrow's work schedule for prisoner D99? Yeah, just like I promised. Actually, I have a few things I want to ask you about too. Sure, we agreed to use each other after all, right? Okay, let's swap info then. On my way here, I stopped by the chief of police's office. Oh, it was just on your way, was it? And while I was there, I saw who did it. I saw my murder. You saw him? Where? How? Not him, her. There was a security camera set up there at the junkyard where I got shot. The security tape showed the person who shot me. It was you. No way. You're kidding, right? What do you have to say for yourself, detective? It wasn't me. I didn't shoot you. If I recall, that is what you said about who shot me. This is what you said about who shot me. My memory isn't clear on that part. So how can you say for sure that it wasn't you? Because I told you before. You were supposed to give me some information. Information, huh? Maybe that information was the reason that you shot me. What? What do you mean? You said you had information on the case I'm looking into. So I would hardly shoot you before I even heard that information, right? I agree. That wouldn't make sense if it was before. Huh? But what if it was after you'd already gotten the information from me? I definitely told you something then. And whatever it was, it really shocked you. What did I tell you? I don't remember. I don't know. You've got to believe me. After you saved me, I thought I got all of my memories back. But maybe I really didn't. You told me something? I can't remember that part at all. You got the information you wanted from me, and then you shot me. Isn't that what happened? No, I didn't shoot you. Please tell me, what did you tell me at that time? What did I learn from you? Just like you said, each prisoner had a little blackboard in his cell. But the thing is, there wasn't anything written on prisoner D99's blackboard. It was blank. What? I guess maybe it means his schedule for tomorrow hasn't been decided yet? Blank. Blank? No! Huh, I didn't think she'd lose it over a blank blackboard. How come you're so upset about an undecided work schedule? I get the feeling that back when I was alive, I never had much of a schedule to worry about myself. Do you know what it means when a prisoner doesn't have a schedule for the next day? Huh? Mean something? They're going on a field trip? It doesn't mean he doesn't have work to do. It's more like he can't work anymore. And that's because he's going to be executed. Executed? Do you know what prisoner D99's crime was? I think so. They said something about him murdering his wife in front of a family member. That's what they say, but it's not true. He would never, Detective Jowd would never do anything like that. And the death penalty hasn't been enforced in this country for a very long time. Not for decades. Even if the prisoner wants it, like in this case. The prisoner wants it? There's definitely something else going on with this case. I just know it. And I have to find out what. If his work schedule is blank for tomorrow, I have to do it right now. So this prisoner D99, Detective Jowd, he must be connected to me in some way too. After all, he obviously knows me. The police were staking this restaurant out tonight. They called it Point X. Point X, huh? That's a good name for this place. That white-suited inspector was surprised to find out you just casually waltzed in here. Inspector Cabanela? What in the world made you pick this place anyway? I guess I'd have to say, because of you. Me? Huh? Do you remember that note that I found? Yeah, I remember. The note that I didn't get a chance to read. It had a place and a time written on it. Chicken Kitchen, 10 o'clock. In other words, I was supposed to meet somebody here tonight? Yep, apparently so. I just had to get that information you were going to give me. That's why I came here. It was the only lead I had left. And this here is Point X, so that must mean the mark where the police were waiting for was me? So, what are you going to do now? I mean, you fulfilled your goal, right? You found out who shot you. Are you going to get revenge? That would be easy enough to do. All you have to do is just not save me. Is this the ending I was hoping for? Had I unraveled all the mysteries of me? What am I going to do now? I'm going to save you. That's what. You are? I want to know everything. Who I was, why I was killed. And I'd like to know who these two guys are, too. I want answers, and I'm going to find them. But to do that, I'm going to need your help. Okay. I won't say thank you, not yet. And I won't say I'm sorry, either. But I'll help see to it that you get your answers. Good. Now, I think it's time to go back to the past. I can't leave you lying flattened under a huge chunk of chicken forever, after all. Ugh. The note said, Chicken Kitchen, 10 o'clock. I wonder who that pointy-haired man was going to meet here. What's this? Here you go. Where's my chicken? Can I eat that thing? She had more than enough time to get out of the way. I just wanted to illustrate that. You're just going better and better with each new death, aren't you? Leave me alone. Can I help it if I get tired of dying in the usual ways? But I'll say this, if it was a death any detective could be proud of. Huh? What makes you say that? The way you saved somebody else before dying yourself. Oh, the waitress? The one with the chicken on her head? The next time you put a chicken on your head, you should try one about the size of the waitress's. I'll make a note of that for next time. But anyway, if you hadn't tried to save that waitress, you'd still be alive. I couldn't help it. You know, the detective thing and all. I wasn't able to save that poor van driver, though. At that speed, he must have died instantly. Well, we can't let a heroic detective like you stay dead. The root of this whole disaster is clear. The only question is, how do I stop it? Okay, let's get started. If you're going to call me anything, at least try to make it my name, Sissel. Sorry about that, I'm really bad with names. The future of this lady's career as a detective is looking pretty bleak. Alright, let's see. Menu board. You wrote this note, right? I think so, but I don't remember. 10 o'clock. That means it's already time for your meeting with whoever it is. Now that I think about it, whoever you were supposed to meet here might already be here. You're the detective. Shouldn't you have checked that when you got here? Oh yeah, sorry. The chicken at this restaurant is really good, so, you know, no, I don't know. Maybe we should take a look around the rest of the restaurant. Maybe we should take a look around the rest of the restaurant. It's no use. I can't read what it says. Let's see. Oh, hey. Now I remember what that sign says. If you would like some water, please ring the bell 3 times. 3 times? Yeah, the waitress doesn't bring any water if you only ring the bell once. She said those are the rules, apparently. I said, apparently? What do you mean, apparently? Don't you work here? Quite a stickler for the details, this detective. You ring? Huh? Oh, sorry, I didn't ring the bell. Oh, okay, I get it. This was a little dig, wasn't it? Kind of like, hey, where's my food, right? No, not at all. Besides, I didn't ring it. Oh, okay. That's all right then. But the chef is the one who makes the chicken. No sense in harassing me about it, right? Just keep that in mind, Kay. Odd girl. I agree. Me too. There. You want more water? Huh? Oh, sorry, I didn't ring the bell. And what's with the more water bit? Oh, well, come on, this is your 3rd glass. Oh, okay, I get it. This is a little dig, wasn't it? Kind of like, hey, where's my food, right? I would like to see you bring my chicken soon. Duly noted. In the meantime, enjoy this nice glass of water. She didn't even pour it, though. Alright, now I can go upstairs. This is one big trunk. Seems pretty heavy, too. It's very suspicious and red. Hey, let's see what's in it. Sorry, but that's not possible. It's locked. Darn, I wanted to see what's inside. So, what do you think, my dear beauty? Do you really think we can trust this deal? Who knows? It's not our job to think about that. But those incidents did happen in this country, just as he predicted. Yes, and they were pretty amusing too, weren't they? That fellow who sang out national secrets during a live TV broadcast, and the man who laid siege to the Metropolitan Police Department, taking the top dog hostage. But what if he double-crosses us? It wouldn't be pretty. No, he needs this deal too. And we've accepted all his conditions as well. Yes, and thanks to that, we have to be here on this little extra assignment. But as long as I'm paired up with you, Beauty, I don't mind. How do they know about the cases at the special prison? Special prison? The guy who sang the national secrets, the man who held the siege at the Metro Police. Those cases are classified information. I've heard about both of those cases, and recently too. The perpetrators in those cases are being held at the special facility. That's what the special prison is, but it's not known about by the general public. So prisoner D99, Detective Jowd, is one of those special cases too, huh? These two are talking about the very same cases I just heard about tonight. That couldn't be a coincidence, could it? What is it, Beauty? Why don't we move to a different spot? The table in the back looks good. Now you're talking, Beauty, my dear. Just what I've been waiting for. A quiet, secluded spot, just the two of us. I wouldn't object to that. All of a sudden, I get the feeling that somebody is eavesdropping. My sixth sense is very strong, you know. And that's all right, my dear. You don't have to make excuses. Off we go, across the bridge of Poultry to the land of love. What just happened? Did she sense that we were here? What, with her sixth sense? Haha. But you know, I have some pretty amazing powers myself. Yeah? Like what? Like if there's a chicken nearby, I can tell right away. And that's called a sense of smell. But anyway, at least the situation has changed a little bit now. I don't believe in a sixth sense. It's not scientific, says the ghost. But come to think of it, we've been left behind, haven't we? Looks that way. Not having legs is even more inconvenient than I thought it would be. But what are we going to do now? They're all the way over there. I'm telling you, we better shake a leg or we're going to miss what they're saying. It'd be pretty hard to shake a leg and by not having legs at all. They're still talking about something. I want to hear. Me too. You rang. Oh, I get it. You saw that couple over there and started getting lonely, right? So you decided to call me. Oh, that's so sweet. Forgive me, but I did not ring for anybody. What? Now, could you not stand in my light, please? I can't see my glass properly. I've been working here for 2 days, and I've been waiting this whole time for you to notice me. Now, would you stop trying to shake me up and just stick to shaking cocktails? Blech. Tongue twister. She's heartbroken. She has a surprisingly short career with this place. I was wondering, we're not stuck over here by any chance, are we? We just might be. Okay, well, I have two thoughts. Number one, if we want to get over to where those two are, we have to use this red trunk they forgot somehow. Sounds about right. What's your other thought? Doesn't look like this blue-haired bartender is going to be much help. So I guess we got to find somebody who can help then. you just broke that glass, just like you did my heart. A broken glass can never be put back the way it was. Just leave it there. You can't leave it. Somebody might get hurt. Doesn't this truck belong to that couple over there? The only things we allow customers to lose here are their cares. Please, miss, please go and let them know about the trunk, if you will be so kind. How gallant of you. I just might fall for you, you know. Odd girl. Well, goodbye. I've been working here for 2 days and I've had my eye on you the whole time. I think this might be my last night working here, though. It's been fun. Guess she's leaving this place with her surprisingly short career intact. Of all the things to forget, it would have been pretty. It wouldn't have been pretty if I forgot this. Here we are, finally. I feel kind of bad about eavesdropping, though. Not me. I mean, we just delivered their lost trunk to them, after all. They owe us at least that much. What kind of detective says something like that? I can't believe I forgot the trunk, of all things. With such a small body, you probably only have a small brain to match. Ouch, that hurts, Beady, but that's okay. That's what I love about you. That's what he loves about her? I don't get it either. Now, where were we? Oh, right, who to invite to the wedding? If we got married, that is, of course. We can talk about that when we're alone. But aren't we alone now, Beauty? Huh? You think she senses our presence again? I spy a ladybug. A ladybug? I just hate little bugs. That's when the accident happens. What? After all that trouble, it happened anyway? It looks that way, yes. It's not over yet, though. It's not? What are you talking about? You're not dead yet. No, but I'm going to be in just a few seconds. But before that happens, maybe there's something we can do from here. Hello? Looks like he's unconscious. Excuse me, could you wake up for a second, please? Pushy as ever, this detective. One thing I've learned is that the newly dead stay unconscious for a little while at first. Huh? I was like that, and you were like that too. Oh yeah, I guess you're right. Anyway, if we restart the flow of time now, you'll die. Yeah, I know. Why don't we try going back even further in time? What? Even further? But how? Simple, we go back 4 minutes before the death of this poor driver here. You can do that? I never tried it before, so I don't know how it'll go, but if we can erase the driver's death, that should erase your death too. Oh, wow. I can't think of any other way. Let's try it. That's Lynn, our rookie detective. What's she doing at Point X? Could it be just a coincidence? And we got an APB on her a little while ago. Something about an extremely important cases, extremely important witnesses, currently extremely on the run. Now what? Should I report this to Inspector Cabanela? They told us to stay off the radio unless it was an emergency, but I think I'd better call this in. Poor Lynn, I wonder what she did this time. Inspector Cabanel is pretty protective when it comes to Lynn. He'd want to know. What's the matter? Alright, fine. This is Point X. Idiot! Yes, sir, I'll go get her. Static is awful. Can't believe I forgot the trunk of all things. With such a small body, you probably only have a small brain to match. Ouch, that hurts, beauty. The heck is this? I spy a ladybug. Ladybug? Just hate little bugs. Can't hear very well. Wow, the van driver was a detective. Looks like it. I noticed something, though. That conversation he was listening to just before the crash. I remember hearing it before. You're right, we heard it a few minutes ago, didn't we? Just after that conversation, the detective suddenly passed out. What happened, I wonder? We already know the answer. We saw that happen at the restaurant. She burned up the ladybug. Sometimes when a high-tech bug is destroyed, it emits a loud signal. Loud enough to knock a person out if they're listening to it through headphones. So that's why the detective passed out, huh? Bingo! Now let's stop it from happening. Hey, this place. This is the place the white-suited inspector phoned tonight. This is the parking lot of the park on the east side of town. It's been years. You know this park? Yeah, I used to play here a lot when I was little. But then one day, I swore I'd never set foot in this park ever again. Whoa, there's some really deep, dark feelings there. I wonder what happened. Hold it! Don't give me that ghost doesn't have a foot to set bit. It's just a figure of speech. What kind of nitpicker do you think I am? Anyway, whatever. Let's get started. Okay, let's do that. I won't press her about that other thing right now. Time is passing. What do you mean this time? What are these doing here? Detective Ridge, this is Memory. What's the matter? It's not time for your regular report. Listen to this. There's a suspicious couple in the bar upstairs. I'm gonna put a ladybug on them. A ladybug? You mean a listening device? Don't do anything to blow our cover. Inspector Cabanela would be furious. But they're doing all kinds of suspicious whispering. We have to find out what they're saying. You can pick up the signal from your van. Check out their conversation for me, will you? Alright, fine. Once you get going on something, I know there's no stopping you. Thanks, later then. Hold on. Did you see a customer come in just now? A young woman with red hair and red boots? Oh yeah, that restless, suspicious chick, sure. Suspicious? I mean, come on, as soon as she sat down, she ordered 3 glasses of water in a row. And she spilled the second glass on the table. Okay, fine, keep your eye on her too, if you would. You got it! Oh wow, that waitress was an undercover agent. And she apparently thought you were pretty suspicious too. Oh yeah, sorry, I was really thirsty, so, you know, no, I don't know. Anyway, did you hear what I heard about the listening device? We have to do something about that bug. Should we stay here or follow up on the waitress? Looks like it's time to make a decision. Hey, look where we are. The heart of the chicken kitchen, eh? Yep, or as most people would say, the kitchen. Hope the key to preventing that accident is here somewhere. Oh, I bet it will be. You know what they say. Where there's smoke and chicken, there's fire. Now that you mention it, it is pretty smoky in here. Hey, look what she's doing. Do you think that could be... Yeah, she's probably planting the ladybug. Now that I think about it. It's this waitress's meddling that started this whole chain of events. The detective wouldn't have gotten his ears blown out and wouldn't have crashed. In other words, we're witnessing it with our own eyes. The cause of a huge disaster slowly being planted in a chicken. Hey, I just had a good idea. About what to do about the ladybug? No, I was thinking we could let her get crushed under the chicken instead of me. I can't tell if you're kidding. At any rate, now that we've seen a root cause of the accident, all we have to do now is think of a way to take care of it. It's smoky in here. Hey, what's up with this lazy Susan? It's acting up today. Maybe it's out of sorts because I was spinning around on it yesterday. Interesting thing to do for a lady of her age. Maybe it's out of sorts? How about thinking maybe it might be broken? This really isn't broken, it's just us ghosts. Can't seem to raise the switch, it won't budge. Yeah, well, not surprising, considering this whole place is sticky with grease. I bet it must be stuck. Yeah, it does feel pretty sticky. But if the switch were already raised, I bet I could manage to lower it. What are you doing? Can't you tell? I thought I'd give it a little spin. Oh, I get it. You're trying to get in the way of her planting that ladybug. But it seems to just making her all the more determined. Guess this isn't going to work. Maybe I have to go back to the... So I gotta switch it while she's distracted. There, all set. There, how about that? The ladybug is still sitting on the table. We did it! La la chicken, that's a beautiful chicken. I just took a bite and my heart swelled with pride and I got goosebumps. The heck is this? I'm consumed with love of consuming you, la la la. Well, looks like you've escaped the fate of being hammered by your horrible hen. Yes, but I still haven't escaped the worst darkness of this terrible night. I shot you, didn't I? There must have been some sort of complicated set of circumstances that made you do it. It's never okay to shoot a person, no matter what the circumstances. Hey, shouldn't that be my line? But anyway, you were investigating a case, and I was supposed to give you more information on that case. Maybe it's time you told me about it. Tell me about the case you're looking into. Yeah, I guess I should. Well, let's go back to the present now first. Okay, sure. Back in the new present, the delicious aroma of chicken fills the air, but I'm still thinking about Lynn. I wonder if she's still waiting for her chicken to be served. I decided to go see her. See her and ask her the questions that were still consuming me. The disastrous accident has been completely erased. Once again, I've saved the red-headed detective from death. Saved Lynn, the criminal who stole my life. One question in particular hangs heavy on my mind. Why did she shoot me? Until I know the answer, I'll never be satisfied. Meanwhile, Lynn's appetite is apparently foremost in her mind. A golden brown chicken sits on the table in front of her. Until she eats the whole thing, she'll probably never be satisfied. Is Lynn having a serious talk with that detective? No, she's just gobbling down chicken. How did the detective know to stake out the restaurant tonight? Better see if I can get some information. But more importantly, I have lots of questions for that lady detective. Oh, didn't know you were here, Detective Ringe. Come to see me, did you? Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, hi, Memory. Don't mind us. Just pretend we're not here. Why don't you try some chicken while you're here? No thanks. Just watching Lynn eat is quite enough for me. So, how did it turn out with my ladybug? Oh, that listening device? Well, let's see. I thought the gentleman had a very nice singing voice. Sorry, but we're in the middle of important talk. Can you leave us to it? No, stay right there. Huh? I'm at the crucial moment with this chicken here. I'll need you to pour me some water if it starts going down wrong. Lynn, you don't have to risk your life over chicken, you know. He's right, sheesh. Anyway, I better move now while I have the chance. That's funny. Even though I just saved that detective, he doesn't have a core. Not like the one Lynn has or that valiant little doggy Missile. I thought the ones I save are supposed to develop a core when they're alive again. I guess I still have to learn about these powers of the dead. Well, I'm heading back. Lots of things to do, you know. Yeah, like washing dishes and planting bugs. Someday I'll plant a bug on you, detective. Plant it big. A big one. Odd girl. I agree. Me too. Listen, Lynn. You've explained your side, and I understand, but there's an APB out on you. Can't you at least hurry up and get out of here? You know, slip away quietly? No can do. I'm meeting someone here. Meeting somebody? Oh yeah, that's right. The little lady, Camilla. But why do you have to meet somebody here? The Special Investigation Unit is watching this restaurant. Now, how can that be a coincidence? I don't know, but it is a coincidence. Hey, is it true what they say, that you're still looking into Detective Jowd's case on your own? Inspector Cabanela is worried about you, you know? I understand how you feel, but just don't go in doing anything crazy, okay? So how's that chicken you've been waiting so long for? It's great! But, you know, with Detective Ringe, that's his name, by the way, sitting right across from me. I mean, he was dead just a few moments ago, right? That's kind of taking the edge off my appetite. Oh, brother. But he's a great guy. He understands my situation, he said. He's gonna give me a pass just for tonight. Speaking of Detective Ringe, I noticed something strange. He doesn't have a core now. He doesn't? I thought a core was supposed to show up once I saved somebody. I wonder if... When you possessed his corpse, he was unconscious, right? Unconscious? Yeah, he was, wasn't he? Just like you. You were unconscious the first time I saved you, too. And after I saved you, you didn't have a core either. So for people who are unconscious when you save them, no core shows up. I think that's probably what it is. You might be right. Okay, I'll leave Ringe to you then. But I've still got lots of questions for you. Yeah, I thought you would. Let's get started then. What is your connection to Prisoner D99, Detective Jowd? He seems like more than just a co-worker. Yes, I suppose you have the right to know. Detective Jowd is my hero. Hero, huh? You don't hear that word much anymore. Well, it is an old-fashioned, heroic kind of story. It happened 10 years ago. Now just calm down and drop that weapon. Stay back. If you come any closer, I'll shoot her. On that day, 10 years ago, I was playing in my favorite park. Then suddenly, somebody grabbed my arm from behind. I was so scared, I thought I was going to die. And then... he appeared, Detective Jowd. And then that really loud sound, I think it was the sound of a gun. I passed out, and when I came to... Are you alright? Are you hurt? You saved me, mister. I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you. What's your job, mister? Me? I'm a police detective. So that's why you became a detective, huh? That's right, he was my ideal of what a detective was all about. But an ideal detective doesn't shoot and kill his own wife. Exactly. And that's why I want to prove that he didn't. Detective Ringe works for the Special Investigation Unit. He said an important deal is set to go down here tonight at this restaurant. A deal that could affect the future of our nation. A nation isn't something that's easily influenced, though. But that's what he said. Anyway, it's that couple at the table upstairs. I hear they're foreigners. They're waiting for the other party in this deal to show up now. Those two, huh? They're certainly an odd pair. This other party they're waiting for. Me? It's kind of hard to imagine, isn't it? Nobody really knows any of the details of the deal except for one person. Mr. Breezy Dancer in a white suit. They say he's been watching the movements of those two for a long time. I've never seen him work so frantically on an investigation before. Inspector Cabanela, eh? Apparently you're a real favorite of his. A favorite? Yes, well, there's a reason for that. And what is that? Inspector Cabanela and Detective Jowd were good friends. Yeah, I think I remember the prison guard saying something about that. They joined the detective division the very same day. They're two very different types, but they were always in friendly competition to be the best. Detective Jowd was always very particular and about thorough investigation of a crime scene. And Inspector Cabanela, well, I guess he just has a natural genius for investigating. Anyway, those two lead the detective division in those days. Led the detective division. But Inspector Cabanela is different now. He's changed a little. He changed? Ever since the Detective Jowd incident, he distances himself from fieldwork. And he's starting to focus on nothing but moving up the ladder. So that's how he became head of the Special Investigation Unit, I take it. Anyway, Inspector Cabanela took me under his wing. Because you were the little girl his good friend had saved, huh? He really looked out for me. helping me study for my detective exam, fudging my exam scores for me. That goes a little beyond the scope of looking out for you. Inspector Cabanela, eh? Wonder what role he plays in everything that's happening tonight. It sure is taking Camilla long enough. She should have been here by now. I'm getting really worried. You two are like sisters, aren't you? That's what Camilla said. Yep, that just about sums it up. It doesn't look like being worried affect your appetite much, though. Hey, the bigger the crisis, the more a girl's got to eat. Have to make sure Camilla stays safe, no matter what. Camilla and that music box, too. Music box? Oh yeah, that wooden box. That box was a present from Detective Jowd. From Detective Jowd? Yes, it was 5 years ago. That box arrived 3 days after the murder incident. He must have sent it just before he was arrested. Someday, when the case is over and everything is settled, I want you to give this to a certain person, he said. So what's inside? I don't know, I can't open it. That's a shame. Sissel, Did I really shoot you? Where did that come from, out of the blue? I really don't remember. I've tried and tried, but I just can't. Now I finally understand how you must feel, and how hard it is to have your memory gone, your story erased. But who knows? Knowing the truth might be even harder. I'd rather believe there's hope myself. That was great. Do I have chicken on my face? You're staring. I bet you're thinking about how impressed you are with the way I took care of that chicken. Just tell me one thing. This case you're looking into, is it Detective Jowd's? What if it was? I can't keep it from you. It's too cruel. Huh? What are you talking about? I'm sorry, Lynn. It's tonight. Detective Jowd's, it's tonight. His execution. But there's still time. I looked into it and I found all the executions in this country are carried out at dawn. That may be the norm, but not this time, I'm afraid. What? The execution is set for 11 p.m. What did you say? It's gonna happen pretty soon. Isn't there anything we can do to stop it? Of course not. It's too late now. Not without a stay of execution from the Justice Minister. I'm gonna go see him then. What? See who? Who else? The Justice Minister. Don't be ridiculous. There's not enough time. I'm going. Sissel. Me? Get to the prison. Stop that execution. Easy enough for you to say. Detective Ringe, I'm going now. Okay, I'll let you go this time. I'll tell him I was distracted because I was eating chicken. Is there anything else I can do? Could you find Camilla? She's supposed to be on her way here. Oh, your little Camilla. Okay, you got it. I'll look for her. Okay, you know what to do, Sissel. You have to save Detective Jowd. The life of yet another person I'm connected to is somehow about to end tonight. Could it be a coincidence? Or is there something more behind it all? Detective Jowd is destined to be executed tonight. I don't know if that fate is the wrong one for him or the right one, but I've decided to go to the prison anyway. Alright, well, that's the end of this chapter, and we will come back next week on Tuesday to do the next chapter after this one. And I think there's like 16 or 17 chapters, so we're going to be in it for the long haul. And we got more Sea of Stars tomorrow. We're kind of getting into the real meat of the game on that one. And then more of the Pillars of the Earth on Saturday. And then we go back to Dondoko Island on Sunday to do kind of a weird little Animal Crossing mini game in the new Yakuza Like a Dragon game. So if you haven't checked that out, that's a lot of fun. So yeah, hope you're having a great time and have a good rest of your week and catch you next time.